What happens when a sweet, awkward guy reaches the age of 40 without ever having sex? That strange but hilarious idea became one of the biggest comedy surprises of the 2000s. The 40-year-old virgin took an uncomfortable topic and turned it into a comedy classic packed with unforgettable scenes, crazy improvisation, and surprisingly emotional moments. Released in 2005, the movie helped launch a new era of R-rated comedies and made several actors into comedy superstars. But behind all the jokes, awkward dates, and legendary one-liners, there are tons of weird and fascinating behind-the-scenes stories most fans still don't know. So today, here are 15 weird, funny, and surprising facts about the 40-year-old virgin that will make you see the movie in a completely different way. Fact 1. Steve Carell helped create the entire story. A lot of people think the script was fully written before filming started, but that's not true at all. Steve Carell actually came up with the original idea himself during comedy conversations with director Judd Apatow. The two worked together closely and built the entire movie around awkward real-life situations. Carell even admitted that some of Andy's painfully uncomfortable behavior came from his own real experiences growing up shy and nervous around women. That's probably why the character feels strangely realistic even during the craziest scenes. The movie mixes ridiculous comedy with genuine loneliness in a way most comedies never even attempt. What started as a weird comedy pitch eventually became one of the defining comedy films of the decade. Fact 2. The waxing scene was completely real. The chest waxing scene became one of the most famous comedy moments ever. And yes, it was 100% real. Steve Carell actually got his chest waxed on camera for the first time in his life. The screams, sweating, and panic were not acting at all. The crew reportedly kept multiple cameras rolling because they knew they would only get one chance to capture the pain naturally. Even better, many of the random insults Carell shouted during the scene were improvised in pure agony. The actors around him were genuinely laughing because nobody expected the reaction to be that intense. Some people on set could barely continue filming because they were laughing too hard. That single scene became comedy history almost instantly. Fact 3. Seth Rogen was still unknown. Before becoming one of Hollywood's biggest comedy stars, Seth Rogen was still relatively unknown when he joined the movie. At the time, he mainly worked as a writer and had only appeared in smaller TV roles. This movie changed everything for him. His natural chemistry with the cast helped make the friend group feel real instead of scripted. Many scenes involving the guys hanging around and talking nonsense were partially improvised. Rogen later revealed that the cast spent so much time joking together off camera that the friendships became genuine. That chemistry is a huge reason why the movie still feels fresh today. It basically launched the modern Apatow-style comedy era. Fact 4. Paul Rudd constantly tried to make actors laugh. Paul Rudd spent much of filming trying to ruin scenes by making the other actors laugh unexpectedly. He would randomly change lines, make weird facial expressions, or whisper insane comments during takes. One famous example happens during the "You Know How I Know You're Gay" scene. Much of that exchange was improvised back and forth between Rudd and Seth Rogen. The actors were basically trying to out-weird each other. The hilarious thing is that the studio originally worried those scenes were too random and immature. Instead, audiences loved them so much that they became some of the movie's most quoted moments. Sometimes chaos creates comedy gold. Fact 5. The movie was almost much darker. Early versions of the script were apparently more depressing and emotional. Andy was originally written as a sadder character who struggled with loneliness in a much heavier way. But Judd Apatow realized the movie worked better when Andy stayed kind, innocent, and lovable instead of creepy or bitter. That decision completely changed the tone of the film. Instead of mocking Andy, the movie actually respects him. That's one reason audiences connected with the character so strongly. Even during awkward scenes, viewers still root for him. That balance between crude comedy and genuine heart became the formula for many future comedies. Fact 6. Catherine Keener wasn't known for comedy. Catherine Keener had mostly appeared in dramatic and independent films before joining the movie. Some people were surprised she accepted such a wild comedy role. But her grounded performance helped keep the movie emotionally believable. Her chemistry with Steve Carell gave the story real warmth underneath all the dirty jokes. Interestingly, Apatow wanted someone who felt authentic and mature instead of a typical Hollywood romantic lead. That realistic energy made the relationship feel more natural. Without her performance, the movie might have felt way more cartoonish. Fact 8. The eBay storyline was inspired by real people. Andy's obsession with selling collectibles online actually came from real stories about collectors who treated toys like treasure investments. His apartment full of action figures, comic books, and memorabilia was designed to reflect how some adults use nostalgia as emotional comfort. The production team filled the apartment with rare collectibles worth thousands of dollars. Ironically, after the movie released, many fans became obsessed with collecting the same toys shown in the film. Some items even increased in value because of the movie's popularity. The fake hobby accidentally influenced real collectors. Fact 9. Kevin Hart appears briefly. At the time, most viewers had no idea who he was. But looking back now, it's funny seeing such a massive future star appear for only a few minutes. His aggressive delivery instantly stood out, though, even in a small role. Many fans later revisited the movie just to spot him again. It became one of those "wait, that was Kevin Hart" moments. Fact 10. Steve Carell became a movie star. Although Carell was already appearing in The Office, this movie turned him into a major Hollywood star. Studios suddenly realized he could lead a movie while being both funny and emotionally relatable. After the success of this film, his career exploded almost overnight. Fact 11. Speed dating scenes were awkward for real. The speed dating scenes were intentionally designed to feel uncomfortable and unpredictable. Some actresses were encouraged to improvise strange behavior, so Steve Carell wouldn't know what was coming next. His awkward reactions often became funnier because they were genuine. Fact 12. The movie changed comedy films. The 40-Year-Old Virgin helped change modern comedy movies forever. Its success proved audiences enjoyed R-rated comedies that also had emotional depth. The film influenced later comedy hits like Superbad and Knocked Up. Fact 13. Andy's apartment had hidden meaning. Andy's apartment was designed to reflect his emotional life. The posters, toys, and decorations showed how he avoided growing up emotionally. As the story progresses, Andy slowly becomes more confident and open to change. The apartment subtly changes too, reflecting his personal growth. Fact 14. The musical ending shocked studios. The strange musical dance ending confused some studio executives during production. They worried audiences would think the random singing felt too weird. Instead, fans loved the unexpected happy ending because it matched the movie's bizarre sense of humor perfectly. Fact 15. Critics expected something worse. Before release, many critics expected the movie to be nothing but crude jokes and shock humor. Instead, they were surprised by how heartfelt and sweet the story actually felt. Underneath the dirty comedy, the movie focused on loneliness, friendship, and emotional connection. That emotional balance helped make the movie a lasting comedy classic. Ultra. Even today, The 40-Year-Old Virgin remains one of the funniest and most memorable comedies of the 2000s. The movie combined awkward humor with genuine heart, creating characters audiences actually cared about. From real waxing pain to non-stop improvisation and career-changing performances, the behind-the-scenes stories are almost as entertaining as the movie itself. And that's exactly why people still quote and rewatch it years later.